Research spanning 100 years has proven that students lose ground academically when they are out of school for the summer. The problem is particularly acute among low-income students. JWB acknowledges the importance of summer learning and invests in programs that blend academics with hands-on experiential activities. One such program is the Science Center of Pinellas, where learning happens as soon as you walk in the door.
Well, the Science Center has been in business for over 55 years with the goal of teaching youth about science, technology, engineering, and math. Historically, we were the first science center in the United States to offer learning education programs for youth. So, it's got a great history here. We have a 600-gallon touch tank here behind us that has sea life in it. It gives us an opportunity to teach the youth about what's in the water that's surrounding Pinellas County. We're a peninsula, and a lot of youth don't get the opportunity to go to the beach or go to the park. We also have some tanks around here with coral in it. So, we can teach the youth about coral and the importance of coral is in our oceans and to our sea life. We try to have some reptiles, some mammals, amphibians, and everything that are live that they can actually, touch and interact with. In addition, we have a planetarium. So, it gives youth that wouldn't normally have an opportunity to go to a planetarium a chance to look at the moon and the stars in a planetarium, which is usually a pretty cool experience for them. We also have an observatory. We have one of the biggest telescopes in the area for viewing stars and the Milky Way, planets and other things. So there's a lot of assets that are here that we can use for educational purposes that you don't have anywhere else. We really focus on tying in with the education that they're getting at school. So what they're learning in the classroom, they can come here on field trips and do hands-on lab-type experiments, basic science-type things like chemistry. I think that for a lot of kids, actually being able to see it, touch it, really helps them to remember the theory of it. Being able to repeat what you've memorized, that's part of it, but I think it's a lot more memorable if you actually somehow or another experience that.
While the Science Center has the corner on making summer learning fun, their programs such as STEM-E enhance student learning and offer skill-building opportunities that prepare them for future careers. STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics, and STEM-E, the extension program that the Science Center offers, is in partnership with Pinellas County Schools.
STEM has always been a big part of the Science Center. What our programs do is to kind of help to fill in that void and to make sure that the youth are actively engaged in learning and doing things that will help them to retain what they've already learned, and in some cases maybe be learning things that they're going to learn in school next year or the year after that then they'll have an advantage over the other students because they've already learned it here at the summer camp. I think in part with what we call our STEM-E program, which is the field trips that the K through 12 Pinellas County schools come here, bring their students for different programs. We have over 50 different curriculums that we can teach here for every grade level between kindergarten and 12th grade. We have a lot of Title I schools come through, so a lot of economically disadvantaged youth are coming through on those field trips and getting a chance to see things that otherwise they're probably not having that opportunity to learn about firsthand. We have 11 weeks of summer camps. We're really looking at probably about 700 students that will serve this year through our summer camps. We're offering scholarships as well. We have classes in rocketry and CSI. We have a program that's using the 3D printing So we will teach the students a CAD program where they can go in and actually design a product. And then at the end of the week, they will print off what they've designed. The first week that we offered 3D printing, the instructors were actually caught off guard by how quickly they advanced. By the second day, they were ready to print products that they thought it was going to take 3 or 4 days for them to get to that point. So these kids are really quick. They're used to technology and they're able to advance very, very fast through these, development type programs, design programs, and into the production phase of it. We have a huge rock collection upstairs where, probably about every kind of rock you can imagine is there, that they can actually see, touch, pick it up. We offer a lab type environment. We have the equipment here, the assets, resources here that a lot of schools may not have anymore. We don't want this to be like you're back in school for the summer. It's not summer school, it's summer camp. So the first thing is it has to be fun and entertaining and engaging so that they're not feeling like they're just sitting in a classroom reading a book. It is, I think, a wonderful opportunity for them to learn and to get exposure to things that otherwise they wouldn't. Last year we had over 4,500 students come to the Science Center for the STEM program. We think that's going to continue to grow as we improve those classes as well. And our goal is to get up to 10,000 per year. The schools pay for the transportation for their students to come here, so that's a big financial relief to the teachers and the principals who want to bring their students here to help the students to really have a memorable experience and remember what they learned. I can't emphasize enough the importance of the private donations that we get, and from organizations like Juvenile Welfare Board that provide funding. That it all has to come together, and we have a lot of different programs and projects going on here. But without all of that coming together, we would not have any of it. We get letters from parents and teachers talking about how great the programs are. That really makes me feel good, is when you get that kind of feedback that what you're doing really does have an impact, and a very positive impact on those children.
What these programs offer to children only enhances their education, giving them the opportunity to explore scientific subjects in depth with an up-close and personal hands-on approach. In an atmosphere of cooperation such as this, the big winners are both the children who participate in these programs and the communities that will eventually benefit from the skills learned from their broadened education.